another beautiful day to be a raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. That time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the commish, coming to you live, as I always have, from right here in the Hardcore Challenge Live studios. Where? With my ass firmly planted, as always, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. The state of the reaction address. Rumors, bullshit, and the future of the show. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's talk. So, first off, let me start by saying I have no idea how, why, where, or how this crazy concocted story of some mad somebody who apparently hurt my feelings and said something about me about not being No! Where did that come from? And the reason I was taking a break had nothing to do with any one singular person. Nobody on this goddamn planet can get to me like that. Nobody! So, to think it was a lone shooter? Are you freaking kidding me? How the hell that came about, I have no freaking idea. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, that's social media. It's like the rumor of you caught a 6-inch fish that turned into a 12-inch fish, and by the time you told him it was a shark, you know, that's kind of how it worked out. So, let me break it down for you. The reason I wanted to take a break was because of the constant negativity. And I was just being bombarded with it. I was being bombarded with it on my personal page, through Messenger, and just all the time. And it's not that it was pushing me into any sort of way of thinking about the Raiders, my fandom, or you know how I felt about the team. Oh, had nothing to do with it. The fact of the matter is, I do 6+ hours a week of live shows. For each one of those shows, it takes an hour of prep time. On top of that, I make memes, I make hype videos, and I do live stuff on the weekends. So, add that up, that's a third job, because I already have 2. So, when the negativity starts coming at me, and I see people constantly reporting the show for spam, I see other Raider fans hating upon it, and you know, I reach out to other Raider pages to try to network with them, and I get nothing but crickets. So when I'm trying to use the family that I have to grow, and it was constantly getting kicked in the stones trying to do it, that negativity got to me. And I started to think, why am I going through all of the trouble? I'm not getting paid for this third job. I'm just doing it. Because why? Because of that, baby. Because of that. Because I love that. That's why. That's why. Did it for the nation. So I started to question, is the time and effort I'm putting in worth it? Did anybody even really give a shit besides me? Besides me and my team, who were trying to put together the best thing that we can with what we got. So, that's what maybe, and I fully freaking intended that you would not see me again until December 1st. I wanted to take a whole month off and think about it. But the way things kept spinning out of goddamn control this week, and this story kept taking its own freaking being, which was not what no. It had nothing to do with it. Had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Now, I have had a week off. And I have had time to reflect on the show, what it meant to me. And when I left my little freaking manifesto on like Tuesday morning and stepped away from the page, when I stepped away from the page, I decided that was it. I was just gonna step away, and that was it. I didn't think anything of it. And I was shocked by the messages that it got. I was shocked by the messages that I got. And I was touched by the messages that I got. And I want to say thank you to anybody that sent me a message, left a comment on any one of those. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciated it. And it was the positive messages at the beginning, and then the spiraling out of control of this goofy story that had nothing to even do with it. Like there was some lone shooter that had nothing to do with it. You have nothing to do with it. It totally had to do with the networking and the way Facebook works, and it not being worth the 15 to 16 hours a week I put into this show and page. That's what it came down to. And a lot of positive messages came my way, but there were two in particular that I think I got Tuesday, and I'd already changed my mind Tuesday. I knew what I was going to do, and I knew there was no way I was going to be able to stay out a month, because two people sent me messages. The one, and I apologize because I can't remember his name. Oh my God. It's been killing me. I can't remember his name. But he was because I deleted it right after, and then I thought, oh my God, I didn't go back to look at his name. But it was the last comment on my little manifesto that I left on Tuesday. It was the last comment. And it was a gentleman from, a loyal member of Raider Nation who lives in El Salvador. The only way he was ever going to see the preseason games was because I brought him to him. And he thanked me for that. Thanked me for bringing him the news, because he always knew he could come to this page and get whatever he needed. I thought, well, damn. That's pretty freaking cool. But that wasn't the one. One message was sent to me. A private message. From a guy that I have only met through Raider ReACTION. He's on my team. He's always had my back. He comes on the show with me. He's filled in for me. Send me a message. Said, do you remember the guys in Afghanistan? The guys that were watching the preseason games because we were the only people streaming them live. We had 6,500 people watching live when we did the Cowboys Raiders preseason game. 6,500 watching live constant. It reached like 980,000 people, almost 1 million people. And nobody more important did it reach than 4 guys sitting around a phone in Afghanistan. So, is the 15 to 16 hours a week that I take and put into it, because I love it anyway, and I enjoy it anyway, isn't it all worth it for just something like that? I was shocked by the people that told me they watch the show and they follow the page and they say they never comment and they never post. I was shocked that, take the time, honestly. And it made me feel like it was all worth it. That when I started Raider Reaction, it was mine. It was all mine. But it's not mine anymore. I brought a team on. I got Popeye. Got Autumn Angel. Got Silver Sunshine. Got JD. I even got a T-Bag. Got Prime, JP. It's not just me, man. Raider Reaction's a freaking team, and Raider Reaction doesn't belong to me anymore. It belongs to the Raider Nation. And I feel I should do my best to keep giving it to the Raider Nation. However, I do think things need to change. Things need to change. So we're reopening this son of a bitch under new management. So raise your glasses, Raider Nation, to the rebirth and the reopening of Raider Reaction. From now on, how many times have you been in Raider Reaction and never seen a child? Never. If I want to crack a tall boy, I will. There will be no children in Raider Reaction. It is from now and forever forth rated MA for mature audience only. So, if you can't handle it, if you can't stand the heat, stay the hell away from the fire. So that's how that will be handled going forward. If you don't want my show on your pages, because I may say fuck, then that's quite alright. Because I'm not going to bite my tongue anymore. And why should I? It's a free country. Players are kneeling. People are pissed off on both sides. The country's a shitstorm. And if I want to drop an F-bomb on my own damn webcast that I don't get paid to do, I will! So, starting next week, there will be changes at Raider Reaction. We are dropping the halftime shows, and we are coming back to bringing you a full freaking hour, 5 nights a week. Because that's the way we roll. Monday and Wednesday will be Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish, but it's going to be a little twisted up. We're going to start taking the calls again. I want to start talking to Raider Nation again. I want to bring the after hours back. I want to talk to Raider Nation. And you know what? That man right there, the biggest member of my team, who I was saving for last, that I did not mention, and was the man that sent me the message instantly changed my freaking mind about the gentleman watching our show from Afghanistan. And that's my homie NorCal Raider Rick. And I met NorCal Raider Rick because of Raider Reaction. And that's my homie. And sometimes it just takes somebody to smack you a little and be like, dude, come on. What are you doing? So, when it comes down to it, is it worth the trouble? Yeah, I guess it's worth the trouble. But I'm not biting my frickin' tongue anymore. Because you know what? If I gotta fight tooth and fucking nail to get my damn show out there, if I gotta fight from Facebook jail every other damn week, I gotta use multiple profiles, I gotta have a whole fucking team, and I gotta do everything in my power to get my show out there to the Raider Nation, if that's what I gotta do, then I'm not biting my frickin' tongue anymore. Because I fight goddamn hard to get every frickin' view I do for this show. I try to bring the freaking best memes I can. I try to make the best hype videos I can for you guys. And everything I do is so you guys can share it around and throw it in the face of the opponents. I want them to be good. So I take time on every damn thing I do because I want Raider Nation to be able to share what we're putting out there with pride. So yeah, of course, we share up everybody else's memes because, man, Raider Nation's is full of pictures and other graphic artists, but I'll never stick our stamp on anything that anybody else ever does. I'll always rock it with theirs so you know who made it. But, I mean, there's some, like, Raider Nation against the NFL. Man, that dude's got hella fire memes, man. So, I mean, but I'm going to share them. They'll get props. They'll go over there and like their page up because they see their stuff too. I would hope they would share mine if they see a good one of mine. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to work. You know, I would like to network with other pages, but, you know, other pages can't dictate a private show anymore. Not my private show. I'm the one that puts in all the work for this sucker. You have no idea what it takes to put on a frickin' damn near a 7-day-a-week show on no frickin' budget. Plus, we're out there hunting for streams and trying to throw streams up all game because we can't really stream from our page. You guys got to understand that. If we keep streaming, we can get by with it on preseason because they're not as strict on preseason. But in the regular season, if you stream it straight from your page, eventually your shit's going to get shut down. It's proven. So we'll let other people take the risk and we'll share them up for you. But we'll do the work just like we do for the news and everything else, man. We'll do the work. You come here, we're a one-stop shop. You don't have to go anywhere else. Well, we're all pirates. We don't really steal. We borrow, Brian. We borrow. We don't steal. There's no stealing. We just borrow. It may be a while before we bring that shit back. But, you know, that's just the way we roll. Because we are pirates. We are pirates. So, things are going to change around here. No, always message this page. Always message this page. If you want to get a hold of me, message this page. As you guys see, I respond to everything. I always respond. Every single person that ever messages the page, freaking Facebook, man, says we got a 94% response rate. Get the hell out of here. I respond to every single damn message on there, 94% my ass. And it's usually within an hour. If I don't, Autumn Angel, Silver Sunshine, anybody, one of us will answer you. But we always answer. And it's usually you streaming. No, but we're going to find you one. We will find you one. We always try. And if we don't, it's because Facebook's being haters and knocking them all down, which they do. So, I want to take a scientific poll. Because everybody here is a Raiders fan. If you're a Raiders fan, say I. Let's see some thumbs up if you're a Raiders fan, so I know that everybody in attendance is a Raiders fan, because I'm going to throw a poll out there for you. We're going to do a live poll. All right, so everybody here's a Raider fan, right? Got all Raider fans in attendance. All right. Now, I want to see a thumbs up. I'm going to leave it up here for a few seconds. I want to see a thumbs up for how many of you diehard Raider fans in your closet have a jersey of another professional NFL team. I'll wait for the screen to clear. Actually, give me a heart. Let me see hearts for anybody who has another NFL team's jersey hanging in your closet. And you wear it. Let me see a heart. Any hearts out there? Anybody? Any of you Raider fans? I mean, because I'm sure we've got all variety of Raider fans watching, from the diehard to the casual, to the... No? Not a single one? Really? Now, we got quite a few Raider fans watching, so I would say this is a pretty fair little scientific poll. We're not a single one, huh? No hearts, not a single person's rocking other teams' jerseys and has them hanging in their closet. Nobody? That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. You just made a point for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I don't even need to say anything else. That's just hilarious. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know, yeah. I'll just leave that there. I don't even need to touch that. So, let's talk about Buffalo, because I'm here. Let's talk about it. I don't think the Bills can match our firepower. Oh, there were 4 hearts? Who were they? Okay. There better not be 4 hearts. And who were you? What were you rocking? Well, it's Moss. As long as it's a Raiders jersey. I mean, I do got an ugly Mac Pro Bowl jersey. This thing's ugly as hell. But it's still got Raiders emblems on it. What's up, Taz? So, Bills ain't gonna match us up this weekend, man. I'm not even worried about it. Joseph's a little banged up. He might not play. It's gonna be Lawani, possibly. I'm just ready to sit back and watch some football this weekend myself. I'm going to take Sunday off and just kick and relax with my family. I'm not going to be at any events on Sunday, I don't believe. I'm just going to relax and take that one off. It's going to be a chill at home game. Because the following week, we're going down, me and the Commish Jr. will be down in Miami for Sunday Night Football. So if anybody's going to the Miami game, if you're going to be at the pregame tailgate, come hit us up. And because we're going to be doing some Raider Reaction live on location at Raiders at the Dolphins. So that should be a good time. Tomorrow, actually, which is the reason I'm not doing anything Sunday, is we are going to be doing a little Raider Reaction live on location at a little college football game day for you tomorrow as the undefeated USF Bulls take on the University of Houston. They're actually, what are the Bulls ranked, like 17th? So I got comped some pretty good tickets. So that should be a good time. So I'm gonna take the Commish Jr. out there, and we're gonna do we'll do a little live college football game day for you guys tomorrow. I'll give you a little something in your afternoon, just a little something while you're around chilling. You get a little college football action. Oh, Miami got smoked. Tell me that isn't going to be a freaking beatdown when you come to town. Oh, man. So I'm telling you, if we can go in and handle the Bills, we're looking pretty for going into the bye week. Because Miami they're beat up from the feet up, man. They're in bad shape. They are not looking good. And ain't going to be good. So, yes, I did. I seen the big hit on Flacco. I seen Sue grabbing Mallet up by the throat, although Mallet shouldn't have gotten his face to begin with. You know, man, you go getting up in people's face. Man, defensive linemen are an angry breed. An angry breed. An angry breed. So, you shouldn't get up in their face. So that was a bad move, but then again, you can't be grabbing NFL quarterbacks by the throat either. You just can't. So, just can't. Now, the hit was dirty, man. He could have pulled up. He was aiming at the ground. You were aiming towards the ground, bro. I mean, you tracked him all the way down with your trajectory. It was a total. I can't believe they didn't toss him. It was borderline targeting. But he's gonna get. I don't know if he'll get suspended, but he's gonna get a fine out of that for sure. Because Flacco did the. Dude, there was Tweety birds flying around that dude's head, man. You knew he was straight knocked the fuck out. Because that's why Harbaugh was so pissed, man. Harbaugh came instantly unglued and was right up in the grill of Alfonso, whatever the hell this guy's name was. He was right up in his Alonzo, yeah, right up in his grill instantly. I mean, because as soon as that hit was laid on him, he's like, my quarterback's dead. He's dead for at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I mean, the guy came off the field with blood running out his freaking ear. You don't bleed out your ear normally. That means brain bleeding. That's been bleeding inside the head. That's not a good thing. When you're bleeding out your ear, walking off a football field, somebody just handed you your ass. Yeah. I mean, come on. Now, Raider Nation, look how pissed off we got about Peters taking that little soft shot on Carr last weekend. If freaking somebody would have took a header at Carr like that, how pissed off would we be right now? If we saw our franchise quarterback walking off the field with blood running out of his ear. We'd be storming the freaking field. I don't think he'd make it out of the stadium. They'd have to get protective custody for that guy. Walk him out under SWAT Get this guy out of here, man. These guys are going to kill him. Rip him limb from limb. Get this guy to safety. What a crazy, crazy week. So if you're just joining me, I'm not going to recap all that shit. Go back and watch it. But just know, nobody ever rattled me or wavered me. I mean, come on, that's not what I was talking about. It was all about the effort put forth. But the effort's worth it. ReACTION is not mine anymore. Belongs to the nation. And I will keep bringing it as long as physically possible. I'd have the time, the capabilities to do so. Because, what the hell, man? I gotta say, I was surprised by all the positive messages. My homie NorCal, my homie from El Salvador. Those were the two. Because, hey, I know by the messages that people are counting on us that are at work, that are in low-lying places and can't get it, are counting on us to try and get them the game or a feed. So we'll continue to do what we can every game day to hook you up. Oh yeah, Elijah Wood. Hood. Not Elijah Wood. Hood. Elijah Wood's the freaking Fronto Baggins. Hood, not Wood. Well, he was supposed to be the second coming of Beast Mode. They thought when they drafted him that he would be the heir apparent, the banger that would take over. So that's why they retained him on the practice squad. So I wasn't surprised. I expected him to be called up. That was not a shocker by any means. If there's any trades by deadline, they are holding those cards very close. And it's going to depend on injuries coming up. If will probably dictate said trade. So it is really hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised to possibly see a trade come in to get a corner or a D-back in. That doesn't shock me. We already grabbed Navarro Bowman, so that was a nice pickup already at linebacker. So we sewed that up. So we're solid there. So I think we're good. But I wouldn't be surprised if we went out and tried to grab a corner. But you got Janarius Jenkins, who's unhappy. You know, he was in the rumor mill a week or two ago. So it's possible. It's possible. So couple more things. It's going to start changing up next week. So when you tune in every night, the shows are probably going to be a little different. We're going to tweak things up a little bit. You're still going to get your Ghost to the Post. Prime's still going to be with me on Monday and Wednesday. We're just going to shake it up a little bit. You're still going to get your Prime cut. You're still going to get the Black Friday. I will bring you the classics still every Friday. So you know you can count on that. But now I need your help, Raider Nation. Because Facebook is being screwy with the way they allow you to promote your shows and get them out there. Facebook now wants you to pay for everything. They want you to pay to promote. So the only way we can get our show out there is for you to help us out. So when you stop in, if you're in a Raider group, hey man, sprinkle it in one or two. Share it around. Invite your Raider friends. If you got other Raider fans, man, throw them an invite when the show's on. Just toss it out there. If everybody that stops by throws it out once, that's all it really takes. We need your help to stick around. This is the truth. It's social media. Without the nation, we cannot survive. So, if you want Raider Reaction to stay around, which I believe you do, then we need your help. So, no, Obi hasn't looked good in practice yet. He's back, but he ain't back, and he's not in game shape by any means. Connolly's still, God knows, they're taking it slow with Connolly. Who knows when you're ever going to see him. They're taking it really slow with him. I don't know what the timeline they're looking for him is. If, you know, try to save him for the playoffs. Good Lord, I don't know what you're just waiting for that guy to get on the field. Just waiting for him to get on the field. And I'm sure you all heard the situation about Beast Mode playing with the high school football team, and now the high school football team's in trouble. And hey, Jesus, you kids can't do anything without getting freaking trouble anymore. It's ridiculous. You know, I mean, come on. The guy wasn't really practicing with him. He's just out there kicking it with him, having a good time with a high school football team. How freaking innocent was that? And then somebody's got to get all freaking butthurt about it? I mean, come on. Like, seriously? They weren't even really trying to tackle him. I mean, I seen him let him tackle him like once or twice, but then when he went full board, nobody tried to tackle him. They were just like, this is kind of Olayed. I mean, come on. They was just out there having fun. That's just retardedness. I swear, everybody's so oversensitive anymore. Everybody's so oversensitive. Completely oversensitive, so. Guess the moral of the story is tonight, I'm back. I ain't going nowhere. But things are going to change around here. things are going to change. Raider Reaction is now 18 and over. It is MA for mature audiences only. We will not hold our tongue. You will hear what we have to say. Our memes may be offensive. You may not like them. Scroll by. Scroll by. But we'll continue to do the best that we can and bring the best content that we can to the Raider Nation. Bring you the best news all week long, live from events, live from games. Best graphics, the best videos that we can do. Of course, there are other guys out there doing it too, and I've got, hey man, some of these other guys are doing nice stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hate on nobody else in the Raider Nation because they're making videos and they're doing shows or they're doing this. So what they're doing this, they're doing what I'm doing, but it's different, man. There ain't no Raider Reaction, and so sure the fuck ain't no other commish. So they can keep doing what they're doing, but they ain't gonna be me, and I ain't gonna be them. Because when you tune in here, you're gonna get it, and it's 100% raw. And if you want to come up in here as an opposing fan, we're gonna send your bitch ass to the kiddie table. So, I mean, that's just how we roll at Raider Reaction. So, things will change, but some things won't. Only the things that change, the things that need to change. Because what made Raider Reaction, just raising the shield high and rocking it, will never change. That's not going to change. That's right. The kiddie table is specifically reserved for all you fake ass teams that have never raised a Lombardi trophy. Now, as you see the kiddie table, because those of you that don't understand the relevance of the kiddie table, we've all been to the family reunion. And what is the kiddie table? What is the kiddie table? You're seen but not heard, right? That's right. Because the grown folks at the adult table, they don't want to hear you, man. We're having grown folks conversations up here with teams with championships. All you others, you sit your ass at the kiddie table. We don't need you up in here. Now, did you notice? Oh, they're fine. But they can sit at the kiddie table. As long as they've won a Super Bowl, we'll allow them to speak. But if you haven't, just know. Now, you'll notice that there's one team missing from the kiddie table who is not represented and doesn't have a seat. Who would that be? That would be the Houston Texans. Because you haven't existed long enough to even sit at the kiddie table. Your asses are in the nursery still. So when you get off the nipple, we'll let you come sit up here. Or if one of these guys actually win one, we'll open up a seat. But until then, your bitch asses are in the freaking nursery. You don't even get a representation. You ain't got a seat. We're just shoving a pacifier to your mouth and telling you to shut the hell up. You're just retread Oilers anyway. You got no freaking identity. Your fans are just Oiler fans that got their freaking team taken from them. That's all you are. You're retreads. Yeah, you're some busted ass Michelins that ain't gonna make it another 100 miles. Retreads. Maybe that's why Watt keeps blowing his tires. It's because he's on a retread team. Coincidence? I don't know. You got the You got the inmates running the asylum down there, or the prison, or whatever the hell the dumbass owner said. Boy, that was talking about shoving your foot right in your mouth when everything's already in a shitstorm, you dumbass. I know. You got your freaking baseball team in the World Series, and your football team's owner comes out and shoves his foot firmly in his mouth. Way to go, jackass! Your city's looking pretty good right now, until you came out and made headlines, you dumb shit. Way to go! Money does not buy common sense. Just don't. Obviously not. Because, I mean, if you're Jerry Jones, are you really going to let people take pictures of you with strippers? And you're smiling for the... I mean, what the hell's wrong with some of these people? I'd be like, give me that phone. I'm going to destroy that now, and I'll buy you a new one in the morning. You know, like, come on. You freaking idiot. Good Lord. Good Lord. Boy. Crazy week. Crazy week. I have so much to say because usually I'm able to get it out an hour at a time. I have days built up now. Days. Unfortunately, you're not going to get a hype video this week. I apologize, but I hadn't planned on doing one, so I hadn't prepped one all week. So usually it's an all-week process. Well, every day I do something and I have it all ready and I bang it all together on Friday. So you won't get that. I apologize, and I'm going to be at a game tomorrow. So, but I'm gonna bring you some college football footage tomorrow. So hopefully that makes up for it. And the cool thing about USF is they play in an NFL stadium. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Nice thing about that, they serve alcohol. Of course, I can only have one or two because I'm going to be with the boy. So I will have one or two at the beginning of the game. But it's supposed to be a gorgeous day tomorrow, too. So it'll be a beautiful football day. And then Buffalo. I'm not worried about Buffalo, man. I'm just not. Come on. Tyrod Taylor? Really? Shady McCoy's my biggest concern, but I honestly think with the addition of Bowman, with Irvin and Mack, and I don't know if we're going to be that bad off. I really don't. I really don't. So we'll see. But I think we got that one, and I'm looking forward to Miami, man. Miami's going to be a bloodbath, and if anybody's going to be down at the Miami game, me and the Commish Jr. are both going to be there live. We're going to be at it. I do believe it's the Yellow Lot for the all of the pregame action and all the pregame tailgating. We're going to be taking interviews with Raider Nation down there in attendance. A bunch of live footage for you, so it'll bring you right there, live right in the tailgate party with the little action for you next Sunday. So if anybody's going to be at the game, please stop and hit us up. I'll be that painted up dude with the jersey that says the Commish on the back. That shouldn't be hard to find. With a little dude in tow. Little Commish Jr., man. He's stoked. This is our game for the year, unfortunately. You know, I got my little guy. We just had a little guy in May, so he's 5 months old now, and we just can't do no traveling this season, man. Sucks. This is going to be the fewest games I've seen in quite a few seasons. But I'm planning on us being at the Super Bowl, because I'm going to the Super Bowl. Now, and if we make some playoffs, that's a whole different story. So, it's a whole different story. But I am going to be at the Miami game. That's our home game for this season. Since we moved down here, that's our home game for this season. So, That's what we got. So we will be down there in beautiful, sunny Miami for the Miami invasion. Raider Nation invasion. That should be a good time. Should be a good time. It's prime time. Monday Night Football. I was concerned about the flex schedule, but I did some research. And actually, other people did research too at the same time I was doing it. We all came up to the conclusion about the same time. They were required a 12-day notification of a change of game time for flex scheduling, which means we've already passed that. So, Raiders game is, even though it's a shitty matchup, we're playing the Dolphins, which is not a primetime matchup. Honestly, it's not. I mean, it's great. We want to see our Raiders in primetime, but the Dolphins with freaking Matt Moore and a busted up ass Jay Cutler is not a freaking primetime team. They're just not. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna look up Jay. I gotta look up Jay when I get down there. I gotta look him up. My little tuxedo homie, man. I gotta find him down there. We ran into each other. What's funny, NorCal, if you go on my YouTube page, I've got a video from last season when we stormed the pirate ship at the Bucks game. And we stormed their fan ship. And with all the Raiders fans, we went and stormed it and went right up in there where they were fanning. And I was in there and I was videoing live. It was from my other webcast. I hadn't even started Raider Reaction yet. But it was my other webcast, and I'm videoing live from this end. And now that I didn't know him then, but I know him now. And as we're in there, we're like right in the ship moment. We're like, yeah. And standing right next to me, and we're both videoing each other, is me and Jay. I don't know if he's even ever seen the video. But we're both like, hey, what's up? When we're videoing each other. And so we've met, but we didn't even know we met. So so that was last season. But we will formally meet at this game. So there's a lot of folks I look forward to seeing down there. Kaylee's going to be down there. I look forward to seeing a lot of people. But it will be fun. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Commish Jr. is stoked. It's a night game. He has not seen a night game, so that is going to be awesome. That'll be very cool. That's why I was concerned about it getting flexed out of prime time, because the little man is excited about watching the Raiders under the lights. I gotta say, I am too, man. Night games are freaking awesome. There's just something about them. You know, the whole nation's watching. It's freaking prime time, baby. It's prime time. Everything's on you. Everybody's watching. You know, even casual ass fans, spectators. You know how I feel about, there's just spectators. There's lots of spectators watching. These are the guys that, they'll never watch a goddamn football game all fucking year, but when you walk in the office the next day after your team lost, they want to say something to you. Like, man, you Raiders looked like shit last night. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You don't even watch football. But they were on prime time when a rerun of freaking, whatever stupid ass sitcom he was going to watch. So he flipped over to watch the game. And you don't want to see your team shitting all over themselves on prime time. Because then you're going to have to hear about it in the morning at work. And none of us want to hear that. None of us want to hear that shit. So you want your team to come out and ball out. It's freaking prime time. What happened the last time we were on prime time, Raider Nation? What happened? Donald Trump opened his fucking mouth, pissed everybody off, everybody took a goddamn knee, and the whole world turned into a gigantic fucking shitstorm for 2 weeks. That's what happened. And we were front and center on prime time when it happened. Bad look for the Raiders. Bad look. All the rest of the league did it too. But no, we were the team on prime time. That just sucked. Because even the casual fans saw us. So it was just a bad freaking look. So we don't need a bad look. This is prime time again. This is time now to fucking reinvent ourselves. We looked like shit the first time around when the nation saw us. Now let's strap it up, man. We're coming in here 3-4. Oh, excuse me. We'll be coming in 4-4. And we'll be coming in playing a subpar Dolphins team with a backup ass quarterback. There's, their starters sitting on the bench smoking Pall Malls. If we don't win that game, I'm taking fucking Monday off. I ain't going in to listen to that shit. Because I'll be goddamn embarrassed if we lose that fucking game. We got to beat the Bills, and we got to beat the Dolphins. It's fucking put up or shut up time. Put up or shut up. It's completely. We don't need to be taking any more losses. No more losses. Not right now. We can lose later. A game or two. It's 10-6, man. It's a race to 10-6. If we do better, great. But 10-6 will freaking damn near every time get you in. Now, there's the exceptions. Obviously, 9-7s get in, 8-8s have got in, 7-9s got in, 11. Yes. But general rule, double-digit wins will get you in. So that means you can only lose 6. Don't take a fucking mathematician. Figure out we already lost 4. That leaves 2. One of those cannot be against the Bills. We've got the Eagles on freaking Christmas Day. We've got the Cowboys the week before that. We've got to go to Kansas City. We've got the Donkeys again. We got to go to Mexico City and play the freaking Patriots. We've got a difficult schedule. We cannot lose to fucking Tyrod Taylor and the goddamn Bills. We got to go in there and handle freaking business this weekend. Handle business. And I think we will. I think we will. I think our defense is going to slow Shady down enough that they're not going to be able to keep up with our pace. I feel like we got the groove again, man. We got the swagger a little bit. We coming into this game like sup. You saw what we did. That's how I feel we're coming into this game a little bit. We got a little bit of that swag back. And we're going to come in and we'll handle business this week. We'll handle business. I got no worries. And then we're going fishing. Fishing. I hate Dolphins. I always hate the fucking Dolphins. I hate Dan Marino. Dan Marino's on my list of top 10 most hated players. Always hated him. You know what I always hated? Hearing about how great fucking Dan Marino was. Stats mean dick to me. Dick when you're a quarterback. Jack and fucking shit. There's only one thing that matters if you're a quarterback. Championships and playoff wins. That's it. That's all that matters if you're a quarterback. Because you're leading your team. You are the CEO on the field of your team. Your team wins, dies, loses by way of you. So, explain to me how Dan Marino, greatest statistical quarterback ever, how Dan Marino, who only got to a Super Bowl his rookie year, never ever made it again, never won a championship, is better than a quarterback who gets thrown in mid-season, not prepared to even start, and leads his team to not one, but 2 Super Bowl championships. But he gets in the Hall of Fame. But Jim Plunkett doesn't. It's interesting. Because the only stat that matters to me is the bling. Like, you can keep your fucking jacket, Dan Marino. I got these. I bet you'd trade your jacket and your freaking throwing arm for one of them goddamn rings. Wouldn't you? Guys like Phil Simms can't sit around and make jokes at you and piss you off. Make you look like a putz on live TV. You got Boomer Esiason making jokes at you. You ain't no better than me, dude. You're no better than Boomer Esiason. He made it to a Super Bowl and lost, too. You freaking joker. He never had a running game, though. Give him another fucking excuse. Give him another excuse. Come on, Fish fans. Let's hear it. Oh, I can't wait. I have never... Guys, you have no idea. I'm very excited about... As you can imagine, Raider Nation, at games, I'm a little bit vocal at Raider games. Just a little bit. And majority of the games that I see are on the road. I do make it out, as many as I can, to games out in Oakland, but I didn't, it was, not last year, but season before was the last time I was out there. I didn't go last year because they were here twice. And, unfortunately, I'm not going to make it this year. But we'll be out there next year. If we make the playoffs and we get a home game, I'll damn sure be there for that. Hell or high water. But I've seen there's nothing like being a diehard vocal Raider fan in the opposing house. And see, I don't even usually typically try to buy tickets with other Raider fans because I would much rather sit with the enemy. I try to buy tickets in season ticket holderville of the other team because I'm a dick like that. And I'll sit right up in your house. Oh yeah. It's great. Good times. And I look forward to heckling me some dolphins next week. Some fishies. Fishies. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And I'll be bringing it to you live. Because I do a walk-in at every game. We go live for the entire walk-in until I hit line. From the second we leave the tailgate, I will be live on the entire walk-in. So, I usually... Trust me, it's worth watching. I like to have fun at games. I like to have fun at games. And the Fish game is going to be a blast, man. It's going to be a blast. It's a nice stadium, and it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. But I will see you all tomorrow for some college football action. You'll see me Saturday for my halftime reaction as well as my post-game reaction on Sunday on game day. And then I'm back, baby. Full force. Monday through Friday. Bringing the fire. The fire will burn again. We're coming at you with a whole new setup, all new shows, all new formats. Just like before, but better. And haters, beware. Don't come barking up our fucking tree. Don't come barking up our fucking tree. You know it's good. I'm out. Peace. Love. ReACTION.